Good afternoon and welcome to today's Digital Dealer webinar. Today's webinar is sponsored by LotLinx and is titled 4 Easy and Effective Digital Advertising Campaigns Car Dealers Can Use to Get Incrementally Higher Holiday Sales. To participate in today's webinar, mention LotLinx or use hashtag LXWebinars on Twitter. We also encourage you to submit any questions you may have during this presentation by going to your GoToWebinar control panel. Today's webinar presenter is John Gottschalk, Senior VP of Customer Relationships at LotLinx. This webinar will run approximately 1 hour. Please welcome John.
Hey everyone, it's John Gottschalk here. Be sure to stay until the end of the webinar because the first 3 dealers to send in a question will win $25 in Uber gift card. Who's this webinar for? This webinar is for general managers who say, I want to sell more cars, internet or e-commerce managers who may say, I want to prove digital ROI, owners, principals who would like more efficient spending, or even business development managers who want to book more appointments. But let's be real, we all have the same objective. We want to make money. So here's the situation. As all dealers know, the end of the year is pretty stressful, which means the holiday season is crunch time for meeting sales goals. This means dealers need to prepare strategic campaigns to ensure that they will have a lucrative holiday season. So the key purpose of today's webinar is to share with you guys some campaign and ideas that you may find helpful for the upcoming holiday season. What you'll learn: how to leverage your CRM and engage old leads, how to align with the Tier 1 and Tier 2 messaging, how to promote charitable endeavors, and how to build special promotions for the holidays. First and foremost, let's look at leveraging your CRM. You could do a custom campaign. Are you still in market? Or some tag hook like an additional $500 off, act now, or some other call to action. Your vehicle is sold, but we got 2 more in. Or like, what if I could save you a few thousand if the vehicle had a few miles on it, but was still under factory warranty, etc. You all know a little bit about those, but what I would primarily look at is segmenting your past leads and opportunities and send out relevant and new incentives. In addition, don't forget to send out a holiday e-card. Check off everyone on your mailing list. It's a great way to hit everybody in your database. It's relevant. They're expecting those types of things. Feature a picture of your dealership decorated up for the holiday season. Include a picture of your staff in that picture if you could. Include coupons for sales and service as well. And it's cost effective, and you can measure it as well, which is always good, especially when you're measuring the ROI from the deployment. So you're recording, analyzing those customer insights in depth, and you can use this information to learn how to communicate with individual leads. Essentially, you want to build out a long-term follow-up plan with your CRM, and we all know that that's important. And how will you communicate with these leads once they've gone cold? What's the communication process? So, perfect example, this comes from eLead CRM. This is a dealer group that had about 13,000 leads in 1 month. And looking back over the course of the 6 months when these leads came in originally, about 19% of the leads closed at 180 days. It's about a 5% increase over the 14-day period. So what this says is, obviously it's going to be really crucially important heading into this year-end sales event to be able to hit those old leads and bring them back into the fold and always continue to have that process in place. And include long-term calls as well. That'll enhance the opportunity to close those leads. So I would say in a good phone scripts, obviously, you want to have additional vehicles the customer is considering for purchase, the time frame for purchasing, if there's a trade-in, what the dealership can do to earn the business. Next, we want to make sure we're aligning our Tier 1 and Tier 2 messaging. Now, it's always important to align your dealership's campaigns with your OEM's national marketing efforts all year long. And it's a must-do during the holidays and year-end sales events. OEMs want you to sell last year's inventory, you want to sell last year's inventory, and shoppers are looking for deals. Set up your digital marketing with that in mind, and you'll make room for next year's new cars and trucks in no time. Here are 5 key areas that match your year-end digital marketing strategy that I would recommend to look at. First and foremost is paid search. You want to update the ad copy to reflect the exact deals that are running. If someone searches for a truck that he or she saw in a specific ad on TV or heard on the radio, you want to make sure that connects directly to your dealership with that offer, and make sure that your keyword strategy is aligned to the vehicles you have to sell. It's very important you make sure you understand your inventory you have so that you're not spending irrationally and sending traffic to doesn't really convert for you. Retargeting. Run ads that are creative from your OEM during this holiday season, so red bows, friends and family messaging, snowflakes, etc. Again, this is a consistent offer language and visual imagery that encourage shoppers and really legitimizes your dealership in the marketplace. Your website, obviously, you want to make sure that creative, relevant landing pages tie in with the holiday offers. If shoppers see a specific offer in paid search or display ads and then click, make sure that you bring them to the relevant customized page on your website. Ad display. You know, your OEM is taking care of national stage advertising for you during this time period. They've put a ton of money into the marketplace, but you want to be the star of your local market. You know, display generates interest in your inventory and it offers within your local market. So having creative running in your local market that matches the commercials your local shoppers are seeing on TV increases your relevancy and engagements with your base. And then fifth, you want to increase your budget. How is your impression share? Are you retargeting 20% of your online visitors? Are you leveraging display to generate additional interest in your local market? Fortunately, for automotive, December is not too late to get sales numbers up. Heavy up your digital advertising. In markets where there's, if it's expensive in your market for TV advertising, it's a great time to shift money as well to digital and make sure you own that part of the business in your market area. Here's a did you know. This comes from Dealer On, and I think this is pretty relevant for this time period. You know, recently Google updated their site links for mobile devices to allow double the number of links. And now you can have as many as 8 links. With more links available, you can have even more targeted approach for specific pages or products. And this is really relevant during this period of time. And if you'd like to get the most of this new update, use these links to provide searchers with shortcuts to high converting pages or product specific landing pages. And I spoke a little bit about that in the previous slide to make sure you're sending consumers to the proper pages that are giving relevant messages. But this is really important around sales events and especially now with the year-end push. On top of allowing more links, the design of the site links on mobile browsers has changed. It's dubbed by Google as tappable site links. The links are now seen in a carousel format, as you see here on the screen, that allow you for left and right swiping and easy tapping, as you see here. It's a friendly design, and all mobile users will be happy to see this. Before this update, users dealt with cut-off text and non-interactive links on mobile devices. And we know that mobile is the wave of the future, and we're seeing about 80 to 85% of our consumers coming from the mobile devices as well. So this is an important part here that I'd like to move to, and it's a little bit away from digital, but I think it's really important at this time of the year, and that's the charitable endeavors. You know, promoting your dealership's charitable endeavors across all social media channels is a win-win outcome. You'll generate goodwill and earnings, and the charities that you align yourself with, you know, the support you'll share in the efforts, and they may not otherwise have seen that. Here's an idea. Host a holiday-themed social media contest. Maybe have a customer contest where your customers submit a holiday photo of themselves or family with a picture of a holiday scene in the background. You could submit that to your social channels utilizing a special holiday hashtag and give away a prize for the sales or service offer of your choice. Again, this is measurable as well, so you can get some real numbers back from the ROI of that endeavor. When a dealership integrates social goals with financial goals, it's a win-win for everybody. And many customers now embrace this in their communities when the companies have charitable endeavors that they entertain. Here's an example from a holiday season just recently from Galpin Ford and the Galpin Auto Group out in California in the Halloween season that we just had. You know, they put together a free community pumpkin patch where they gave out 4,000 pumpkins to the community. That's amazing. In addition, they had a spooky themed car in each of their showrooms along with candy so kids could go trick-or-treating through all of Galpin's dealerships. I spoke to them and asked, what did you see as far as business? And they said they saw a sales uptick is what they saw. It was a slight uptick for them. So it's working, and it's driving traffic. One of the other things you want to do, make sure that you promote these events on all different social media channels. This is another example of what they were doing as well with guessing pumpkins in the back of a Fusion. This can create tons of engagement and hype and really comments from people who will be able to share with their friends and followers. This next one's more relevant to the holiday season where we're at today. Here's an event that the neighborhood Ford stores in Pittsburgh are doing to support the community. Now, this is the Tier 2 messaging, and this is the alignment of their advertising fund in Pittsburgh, but it helps homeless veterans in skilled nursing and assisted living facilities. At tonight's game, the Pittsburgh Steelers game tonight, fans can drop off gifts or make monetary donations at the official Pittsburgh Steelers truck outside of Heinz Field. Now, working with St. Barnabas Charities, the neighborhood Ford store, the FDAF, will be there to accept donations, and these gifts make the holidays happier for veterans. Donations are also being accepted at Ford stores around Pittsburgh during this time period as well. So just thinking about that, as a line of a dealer, how do you take this further for your store, right? Is there something special you do when people come into the store for this? Does everyone in the dealership know that this is happening? Are you communicating it with everyone from the receptionist to your porters to the people in service? And how do you leverage this new traffic source? Are you promoting this through service? Are you placing this in all your digital channels? Make this a great holiday season, not only for business, but also for your employees and the community. I always love the holiday season, and what I would always suggest is put a bow on it. It's the holiday season. Decorate, get festive, decorate the dealership and get in the spirit. Maybe have a tree with envelopes for a special offer that customers within your dealership can go to and select an envelope off to win something from your dealership. Maybe it's a service coupon. Maybe it's a coupon for something off the extended service contract of that. So think of things that you might be able to do to help in the holiday season to just build more community things that are happening, and give away back to your own customer base. So with that, we've covered quite a bit, but what I'd like to do now is open it up for questions and see if anybody has any questions for us today.
All right, we do have a few questions. How would you recommend I choose which 2017 models to put into a LotLinx campaign?
Well, I would say all of them for sure, but I would first start looking at your aged units, and first and foremost getting those moved off the lot for sure, because they're costing you and carrying costs, and then work your way backwards, but obviously aligning yourself with all the different incentives that are coming down from the manufacturer and making sure that you're targeting those to get them off your lot to make room for the 2018s.
Awesome. We have one more here. I have models currently with OEM incentives that also fit into our holiday sales promotions. How would you recommend I heavy up my strategies to make sure these move in time to hit my monthly goals?
So you said you have the models with the OEM incentives that match up to that, right? Is that what the question was? Yes,
that fit into our holiday sales promotions.
Yeah, so I would definitely, one of the things I would recommend is going back into your CRM system and segmenting out those customers that have inquired over the past 180 days for that vehicle, and make sure that you're re-engaging in that messaging back out to those customers. Include a call as well with the script to make sure that they understand that there's been special holiday cash incentives that have come down from the manufacturer. That maybe their particular vehicle they inquired about previously is sold, but maybe you've gotten one in since then. I think that's always important to include, and make sure that you're showcasing those in the dealership that are high traffic areas, and that you're highlighting those with your salespeople and in the service drive as well. I think engaging in service is always a smart play to help drive sales. And I would make sure that my service department is well aware of these great offers, and I would look at customers to be able to offer them up maybe trade out for similar payment type options, maybe inequity type campaigns that they could run if they have an equity mining program within their CRM system, and also engage through the service department and make sure that I get those 17s moved off my lot. Anything else? All right. So, what we've learned, thanks. So I guess what we've learned, obviously, how to leverage your CRM to engage those old leads. I think it's crucial and important that you maximize and leverage that CRM throughout the year, but especially at this time of the year to really go in and analyze your opportunities and be strategic about that play. You want to align with the Tier 1 and Tier 2 messaging. Definitely, like I said, throughout the whole year, it's important to do that at different sales events during the year, but really at this time of the year where the OEMs are really making a maximum effort to push those 17 offers off the lots, and you too can own the marketplace by being aligned with that, and it really gains more relevancy for the consumers. You want to promote charitable endeavors. It's that time of season. Why not get involved and show what you do at a broader scale? I know that dealers are the core to the community in many communities, and this is a great way to continue to engage and a win-win for everybody, and I think your employees enjoy that opportunity to give back as well. You want to build special promotions for the holidays. So again, how do you leverage that time of the year, this time of the year, to drive sales? And I think that, obviously with the example that the neighborhood Ford dealers are doing, how do you leverage that traffic, additional traffic that's coming in for that holiday endeavor to maybe turn it into a sale of a vehicle? And I think that you need to have a plan for that and make sure that everybody on the sales floor as well as the support staff knows about what's happening during the holiday season. So overall, the main message that I would like to stress is that it's crucial for your dealership to have a strategy, different campaigns running throughout the holiday season, and if you're looking to make more money, this is crucial for you to have a plan and execute off of that plan. That's the whole reason LotLinx exists, so we can help you design VIN-specific campaigns to support the holiday efforts taught in this lesson. Our team is full of dedicated digital strategists that are willing to work around the clock just to make your dealers happy. One of our mottos is power to the dealers. We really believe in that, and it's a core to what we do every day here at LotLinx. We have tons of free resources if you visit our website, such as our content library. This is full of dealer case studies, LotLinx product information, educational videos, and much, much more. We also have our VIN and Tender blog. This is where we share the latest industry news, not on just LotLinx, but in general, and help you move forward into the digital era, and how your dealership can stay on top of the trends. We have 24/7 chat support that can help dealers with whatever they need. If you would like to learn more about LotLinx and can help you increase your holiday sales, we have special digital strategies. Go ahead and schedule a demo with us. One of our experts will reach back out to you today. If there are any closing questions that we could answer or anything else, remember the first three that get the questions in will get a $25 Uber gift card.
All right, first question. Can LotLinx campaigns be paced to match the timing of my brand's holiday incentives?
Yes, they can. So what I would recommend is we have, again, the digital strategists that are here in Chicago that work with our dealers throughout the month to understand your inventory specifically and be very strategic to make sure that we're addressing your current needs that you have, and we can make sure that we pace throughout the month the proper spend so that we're able to maximize your return.
Could you recommend good keywords for paid Google search during the holiday season?
I would say that definitely your search SEM vendor, your pay-per-click vendor, would be the best to address specific keyword strategies. And I always believe in my days that your vendors are there to work for you, and I'd ask that everybody leverage them to get their expertise and hold them accountable to help you move through this holiday season. So I can't specifically give a keyword strategy, but I would definitely align with what the market current incentives are, the vehicles that you have on your lot, and then again, really engage your specific vendor for pay-per-click to really design a strategy that's effective with your spend, and it really is meant to drive your year-end sales close. Anything else? Well, I guess if there's no further questions, I really appreciate everybody's time today. And if you ever need to get a hold of me, please reach out to me by email or on my Twitter feed. And I'm always available by phone, and just give me a call, and I'll be available to help you in any way that I can.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
To view this webinar on demand and future Digital Dealer webinars, please visit digitaldealer.com/webinars. Have a great day, everybody.